Do you have faith in yourself? Hey, in case you don't know me, my name is Jason Chaney, and I'm one half of a husband and wife team, and we're dedicated to helping you reclaim your physical and financial health. So today we're going to talk about mindset, but we're going to talk about faith, and this is coming out of the Vibrational Money Immersion book by Ray Higdon. And so it says, faith is the head chemist of the mind. It is a state of mind which may be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind through the principle of autosuggestion. Now, autosuggestion is something we'll talk about tomorrow. So let's just stay focused on faith. And remember, it's the head chemist. It can be induced, or you can just you can do it yourself by forcing it upon yourself. So, the subconscious mind will translate into its physical equivalent a thought impulse of a negative or destructive nature just as readily as it will act upon thought impulses of a positive or constructive nature. And so this is where the faith come in. Are you going to focus your faith on the negativity that's going on, or look at those little shimmers of positive and magnify those until it becomes so great? So think about this. Let's do a little study. Let's do a little practice. Let's go on YouTube and go back to 9/11 when it first started happening. Look at your local news, any broadcast, but look at what they're saying. Actually break it down. Don't just internalize it. 9/11 isn't happening right now, so don't be in the emotional aspect of it. Just be in the logical aspect. Listen to what they're saying. Break down the words. How many times are they saying these words over and over and over again? What colors are they showing at you when they say these words? If they're using words to promote fear, are they using colors like red, black? Are they using certain colors? Are they using certain figures, certain graphics, certain captions? Look at all these different things and start recognizing the marketing behind keeping you at an emotional state and controlling your faith. Because this is actually really a lot bigger than most people think. So after you've went and watched the 9/11 stuff, you analyze it, even if you write down like how many times they say so many words like war, death, or terror, especially terror. Terror was a really, really big word back then to keep people fearful. Now let's go back to 3 months ago before this COVID kicked off. How was your world then compared to back in 9/11? Like when we were going through it, it was stressful. It was emotional. It was a state of emotional intensity that most of us hopefully will never have to experience again outside of this current event that's going on. But that is where the faith comes in. And for me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was in the military at that time, so I know my mindset was all negative. I didn't see any positivity going on in the world. It was just getting ready for war, getting ready for war, getting ready for war. But for you at home, what were you getting ready for? What was the fear prepping you for? You know, what benefit did it get for you? Did it help you get a better job? Did it help you make more money? Did it help your kids get in a better school? It had nothing to serve you, most likely. And so that's one of the things about the negative thoughts. And so then I want to kind of highlighted a few passages that I wanted to share. And say it also says, so like let's say if you're like, well, I don't have a lot of money right now. I don't have a lot of this. Like, look, I'm not a millionaire. CC and I are not millionaires. We're not just rolling in dough. We budget. We do our finances. We make sure everything's good to go. Like that's just the truth. Like a lot of times people think like we're just some rich millionaires. Like we got money plucking out the trees. We're working to get there, but we're not there yet. We're still working on it. And it's the faith, the positivity. Like even there's times like there's something that we may want if we can't afford it. We don't focus on that. I just tell myself, hey, I can afford it when I'm ready to afford it. That's it, and keep going. Sometimes I may write it down in a piece of paper and put it in a little box and say, hey, this is what I'm going to buy. And then when I go, some things like, it can be something little like a nice fountain pen, or something big like a spider, the little 3-wheel motorcycle, things like that. It doesn't matter, but have the faith that you can afford it at one point in life. And so with that, I want to read this part. It is a well-known fact that one comes finally to believe whatever one repeats to oneself, whether the statement be true or false. It doesn't matter if the statement is true or false. So if you're a person that let's not even go big to wanting $1 million, because a lot of times that's an example people use, but it's a very big example. What if you just want to be able to take your partner out on a date day? Do you have faith? What are you believing in? Are you believing in like, oh, I'm working every day. Oh, I don't have money. Oh, I have to pay bills. Or are you doing one little bitty thing, buy her a flower one day, and then you focus on it. Oh, I was able to buy her a flower. I'm so happy. What can I buy her or him next? Can I get them a wallet? Can I get them a card? Can I make something for them? Start thinking on the positivity, and you'll realize there's a countless numbers of things that you can do, and it may not even be the thing that you thought you wanted to do. So like, for instance, Cece and I, we had a date day yesterday, quarantine date day. I made a potato leek soup, we had some French bread baguette, and we played Uno afterwards. Didn't cost a lot of money, wasn't nothing spectacular, but we had a very beautiful, great time, and it was a great memory. It was real nice, you know? So what are you focusing on? Because if you focus on the things that you don't have, you're not going to see the things that you can do to make things better and make a change. And so with that, I want to read this last, I'm going to read this last poem. And it is by, let me see, what's his name? His name is Walter D. Wintle, The Man Who Thinks He Can. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it is almost certainly you won't. If you think you will lose, you are lost. For out of the world we find, success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. And what do you think you can do right now in this world? What do you think that you can do to be better? And one of the things is like, and I used to think this too, like, oh, once you reach a certain income level, then you're just already successful. And I didn't understand that's not true. The truth is like, there's levels of success everywhere. There's six-figure earners who are stuck at only earning six figures. Why is that? It's their mindset. They don't believe. They don't have the faith that they can earn more. It's too difficult. There's some people who can't earn up to six figures. And it's not because they can't do it. It's because they feel like, they believe they can't do it. It's too hard. They're focusing on the things that they don't have. I don't have that great education, or I wasn't able to go to that Ivy League school, or my parents didn't leave me this trust fund. When you start actually researching some of these famous people, look at Damon John, Tony Robbins, Dean Grazias, they didn't have great upbringings. They didn't have the best family support. They had the belief in themselves that they could do it, and that's how they could do it. That's how they was able to do it. Oops. And so, just to give you a little highlight of what's going to be going on for the week, we are still we have about 3 or 4 more days of the 7-day intensive workshop with Tony and Dean. So we'll be doing that, and I'm going to be sharing notes with you still from that. I'm actually going to get some, if you want physical notes, a lot of us in the group have actually compiled notes together, so I'll get you that where it's a nice, cleaner copy, because you don't want to be reading my handwriting. I'll get that for you. Also, coming Wednesday or Thursday, I don't know which day, hopefully if they have my live fixed, well, have access to where I can do live, I'm going to go ahead and do a sales pitch showing anybody whether you're a massage therapist or a personal trainer, how do you need to transition to online? I'm going to show you how to do your sales pitch, how to do the hook and things like this. All this is stuff that we just learned from Tony and Dean. I'm going to do that. If I don't have the live, I'm going to just do a pre-recorded, because I'll have to keep it within 10 minutes. And so I'll get that for you. So keep a lookout for that Wednesday or Thursday. And have nothing to do with that, if you're looking for some good ideas for while you're stuck at home, or you and a spouse both are stuck in the house with the kids, just shoot me a message. I'll share with you the link with the interview Cece had with Chef Andre. That's how we got our creative date day idea. It was really fun, a lot of fun, and something that's really good for the families right now. So have a great Sunday, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Ciao.